Oh man, I am so late to the party on this because this has been available for a few days now, but hey, I'm finally getting to it. Lethal Cosmetics came out with a new collection. It is their Mellow Growth collection. I have to say a massive thank you to Makeup On Your Radar. I stole their pictures. Let's have a little chat about this. It is, like I said, already available. So let's start off with the eyeshadow palette, which is retailing for €49. It's a 15 pan eyeshadow palette, and I personally really like the aesthetic of this. I love the mixture between the neutrals, the sages, and the peachy, like reddish pinks. I think that's really pretty. Now, here's my critique. I feel like the shades Sway and Opulence are a little bit too close to each other, and on a skin tone like mine, they'd probably look just a smidgen too similar. I also feel like maybe we needed like a very sagey light green in there. I think that would have looked very pretty. I will say though, I quite like the look of this palette. However, I have something quite similar in the Natasha Denona Retro Glam, if it'll ever stop fucking glitching. But you can kind of see there's some crossover there. It is not by any means a direct dupe at all, but I can see some parallels. However, if you don't have the Retro Glam, I would say this may be a better option. A, it's cheaper, and B, it's a European brand, hurrah. But if you do want this, I do have a code, it's Teresa, whatever, but we're talking about Lethal Cosmetics. I think this is quite pretty. And particularly when you see it swatched out, I think it looks so pretty. Do you see what I mean about the shades Sway and Opulence though? On the fairer hand, they do look quite similar. As I said though, it's actually a gorgeous colour story for this time of year. You can see there's some like duochromes in there. The shimmers look stunning. I think for the price, this is excellent. And I don't know about you, but maybe I'm imagining things, but I feel like they've maybe adjusted their prices down. It's not as expensive as it was. It feels like it isn't. Like for a 15 pan eyeshadow palette for €49 from Lethal, I don't feel like that's the worst that I've ever seen. And also, can I talk about the outside of this palette? It is so pretty. It also gives me, do you remember when Melt Cosmetics did their Mariposa collection? It reminds me a little bit of this, but I think it looks stunning. They've kind of done something similar to this before. I also want to talk about this because they kind of showed this and talked about their views on AI generated art, which is, for the long and short of it, them saying, no, we're not going to use it. And you know what? Kudos to them for having a stance on it. The collection also includes some coloured mascaras. So this one is Static, they're Deep Periwinkle. And this is Current, which is a bright turquoise. That is available for €14.50. And then the final shade is Spark, which is a bright fuchsia. And the final part of their collection is this brush cleaner, which is retailing for €9. Now, I will say I have something quite similar to this, and it is really great for getting excess eyeshadow off. So I think this is really cool. Yeah, and I love that it has that little like cat piece in it. That is adorable. All in all, I actually think this is a gorgeous collection. I think they've done really well. This is such a pretty springtime, but also there's bits here that you can bring into like summer, and there's a little bit of autumn. So I love the versatility of this. I feel like they've done very well. The price point, well done Lethal. We love to see it. Did anyone get this? Because as I said, this has been out for a few days now. Did anyone get this? Has it arrived yet? I doubt it. I mean, is the post that quick? No, it couldn't have happened that quick. But when you get it, will you let me know? Because I am nosy and I like to live through you guys. I think it's a good collection all in all.